Talking about management mode this morning. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because this is something that I struggled with for a hot friggin' minute. Okay? And it's very, very easy to fall into this trap, okay? Especially when you start getting a team, when you start getting people joining you, and you start getting some momentum, and then you start bringing people into your team chats, your team pages, right? All that stuff, especially in your team chats. What happens is, instead of being a professional pointer, which I've talked about this before too, being a professional pointer, instead of being a professional pointer, you start answering people's questions right off the bat, right? And then before you know it, half of your day is gone, and all you have done is manage your team. All you have done is answered questions. All you have done is handhold, right? Drop a 1 in the comments if this is sounding familiar to you, okay? If you are a leader of any sort, or if you have been a leader in this industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because odds are you've fallen into this trap. I've fallen into this trap a bajillion times, and I still have to check myself before I wreck myself, okay? Oh, Tiff is feeling it right now. I get it. So here's what I want to talk about. And this is something that I implemented for myself in managing my team, and it made a world of difference, you guys. And I learned this from Fraser Brooks. And it made such a difference in the way that my day starts. Okay? In the way that my day starts, because here's what used to happen. And tell me if this sounds familiar, okay? First thing in the morning, I wake up, I pick up my phone, and I look at Facebook Messenger, okay? Now, where is your team typically communicating with you? Where is your team typically communicating with you? I want you to drop it in the comments. Where's your team typically communicating with you? Odds are it's Facebook, correct? Odds are your team page is on Facebook. Odds are your team chat is in Facebook Messenger, right? Odds are you are communicating with your team on Messenger. Now, I want you to ask yourself this. Where is the place that you are talking to prospects and doing your own personal business? I want you to drop it in the comments. Where is the place that you are typically doing your own personal business? You're prospecting, you're communicating, all that stuff. Odds are it's on Facebook. Odds are it's in Facebook Messenger that you are having these conversations with your leads, correct? And here's what happens. Here's what was happening to me, and here's what I see happen all the time. Hello, Beth. Here's what I see happen. You get into your Messenger, and it's filled with your downline's questions. It's filled with downline's comments. It's filled with messages from your team, from your downline, okay? And you feel prompted, right? You feel like you have to answer these messages right away because it's your team, right? It's your people. You feel like you have to answer these messages right away. And before you know it, you start to answer those questions, you start to answer those messages, and all of a sudden 5 hours has passed and you've done nothing but answer questions and handhold your team. And you have not done what you need to do for your personal business. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, and it was such a freaking eye-opener for me. The best thing that you can do for your team is not being at their beck and call, right? Not hand-holding them, not answering their every question, being at their answering their every whim. That's not the best thing you can do for your team. What the best thing is that you can do for your team is lead from the front by getting more customers and getting more recruits. You leading from the front, you being in the trenches with your team, you getting those recruits, you getting those customers, guys, that is what is going to inspire your team.